to Ideas All Day, the podcast where we, not lizard people, but actual humans who aren't just acting like humans in order to study human society to eventually take over the world. And where we're actually discussing topics and then piling them into the good ideas pile, the bad ideas pile, and just the ideas pile. So why don't we do some intros? Hey, Kate, how you doing today?
I just would like to reiterate the fact that we are not experts for all legal purposes. And I'm actually very smelly, and I'm very much looking forward to taking a shower in the near future.
Ajax, how are you doing?
Well, I took a shower unlike Kate, so I am less smelly, or I smell differently. Nice. I smell like soap. Alex, how are you doing today?
I am doing wonderful. Actually did force myself to shower. I just literally stepped under the water for 2 seconds, just so it qualifies as technically a shower. I think it touched part of my toes.
Your toes got a drizz.
A little bit of a drizzle. Mm-hmm. A little frosting.
That's so topical for today. Wow. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Because today we're doing ideas for bathrooms.
Oh.
Showers can be found in bathrooms.
Can they now? I thought showers were only at beaches when I get out of the salty water.
Or shower rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alex, what are your ideas for bathrooms?
Well, Ajax, I'm so glad you asked, because I've got a couple. So for my first idea, it's a rather mundane one, but I would like to see us, especially in the Western world, normalize bidets. Most people in America, they use toilet paper. But how come we don't use bidets? I mean, a lot of the, European countries use it and it's, probably a little bit more environmentally friendly, possibly even cleaner, because we're not smearing excrement out all over ourselves with thin pieces of paper that we flush down our toilet. Just cleaning ourselves the way we clean ourselves usually every single morning. So, I'd like to see us maybe normalize that and see how our outlook changes a little bit. So that was idea number 1. Number 2 is another toilet idea. I want a massaging seat on my toilet. When I sit my cheeks down, sometimes I have to spend a long time there. And when you sit there for a long time, your cheeks can get it can be a little tiresome. So why not a little massaging seat there, just to really keep the blood pumping, keep it relaxing, and really make it more of an enjoyable experience. So number 3, something while you're sitting on the toilet. There's a lot of toilet ones I've got today. I don't know why. I think it's because a lot of these ideas I came up with while I was sitting on the toilet, as I do with most of ideas, because they're usually when I'm full of shit. But nonetheless, what I would see is a speaker system in bathrooms more often that just pump out encouraging and motivating words to you while you're on the toilet. Just so, hey, you can do it. You're doing great. Keep it up, sport. Stuff like that, just to really keep me motivated and keep things flowing smoothly, just before I start getting too down on myself. All right, now for idea number 4. How many of us have been in the shower and we all have shower thoughts? I mean, we all have those times when we're just sitting, letting the water flow over us, just kind of enjoying that moment of sheer inner peace. And then that random eureka moment comes up, but it's the worst time for it because you can't do anything. You either have to hold on to that into your brain, which no one ever does, because they've got other things they've got to worry about because they're getting ready for work. What I want to see is a waterproof voice recorder where you can record your shower ideas without having to write anything, without a piece of paper or pen, just on the fly shower thought recorder. Number 5. Now, this is more for those that have small bathrooms. I'm a big proponent of small bathrooms because I hate cleaning bathrooms. I don't mind cleaning my kitchen. I don't mind cleaning my bedroom. But bathrooms, I find it to be a chore. Don't get me wrong, big showers are nice, or big bathtubs, if you're into that, is great. But for me, I want to get in, get out, get my stuff done, and be on my way. But sometimes it's not because you want a small bathroom. It's because that's all the space that you have. And I realized that one thing that takes up a lot of space, although used constantly, but takes up a lot of space, is the sink. And what I would love to see is to be able to have a full-size sink that can fold down so it saves overall space so that it's easier to walk through. You're not bumping into it as much. And with the foldable sink, when it's in the fully folded down position, what happens in my mind is that actually, like, as you fold it down, little covers for the water spigots go down. So that at least it's not spraying water everywhere, or if it just pushes inwards. But I kind of want to see something that's just a little bit more space saving for those of us that have smaller bathrooms. So it's a little bit more easy to, you don't have to do yoga just to get around your bathroom. All right. And now for my last idea. And that's, again, while you're sitting on the toilet, sometimes you just really need a snack, or you just really need some butter. I think we need to have the butter tube come back and take its appearance, because, like, maybe you're just sitting there, got your phone, playing a TV show, and you're just sitting on the toilet, and you got some popcorn just by chance, a little bit of extra butter on that popcorn while you're watching your movie on the shitter, pants around your ankles, just hits the right spot. And some fresh butter just makes everything go down all the much sweeter. So yeah, butter tube, idea number 6. And that was my last idea.
Alex, for your first idea, the bidet, this is going straight into the bad ideas pile.
Why?
I find them absolutely disgusting. My roommates had one, and it had a seat warmer. And every time I sat on it, it was that sensation like you went to the bathroom after someone's been sitting on the toilet for like a half an hour taking a huge juice. So that kind of turned me off of bidets. So idea number 1, bad idea, bidets. Idea number 2, massaging seat.
Mhm.
Like, what kind of massaging seat are we
The
talking
toilet
about?
seat. You
Well,
know,
no,
the one
like,
you sit on when you're,
like, is
in
it like a vibrating? Is it like a rolly one? Is
I'm
it
super.
like,
Maybe it depends on what your preference is. If you prefer the vibrating one, get a vibrating one. If you want one that has little rollers that spin around, do that. I mean, that's really based on personal preference. If you want that deep massage with the rollers, or if you want more of just a more of a vibrate one.
I'm going to put this in the ideas pile, because I honestly don't know how I would feel about it. Poop encouragement. That's what I labeled your third idea.
Yep. I like it.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. I don't feel like this would be harmful in any way. If you need a little extra encouragement, it might be nice to have, especially when you're in the bathroom, you're alone. You really have time to yourself.
Mhm.
I'm going to put this in the ideas leaning towards good. Your fourth idea, shower thoughts. Water voice recorder. This made me think of Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone 2 when he has the talkback boy.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I chronically have ideas in the bathroom, ideas in the shower, and by the time I'm done my shower, I've completely forgotten them. So yeah, no, this is definitely a good idea.
Yes.
Foldable sink. I mean, I like having a bigger bathroom, so having a foldable sink wouldn't really benefit me, but it would need an engineer. I would want to see how, like, the plumbing and because when you fold something, there's possibilities of, I don't know, leaks and shit, like bending tubes or pipes. And so I'm going to put this in the ideas pile pending an engineer.
Oh, all because you want a bigger bathroom and don't want a foldable sink.
It's true. Your last idea, butter tube. I said it before and I'll say it again. Straight into the bad ideas pile. Butter has no reason to be in the bathroom. There should be no butter in you're more likely to die in the bathroom than you are by facing a scorpion. Like, yeah, let's not add more slippery surfaces to an already dangerous location.
There's no more delicious way to go out, though.
Bad ideas.
Like, you slip, fall with butter all over the floor, and in your last dying breath, you're going just slurping that butter up.
And those were my pilings.
Hey, Jackson, what do you think of my ideas?
Well, I'll let you know. All right. So for your first idea of normalizing bidets, I have never used a bidet, so it's not necessarily normal in my mind or in my bottom.
Okay.
I've never used it before.
That's a way to put it.
I did. I did try the seat warmer that did leave me the feeling of somebody sitting on the toilet for a while. But then after a while, I was like, you know what? There wasn't anybody in here recently. So that was an interesting feeling when it was a self-warming seat warmer. Like, I kind of liked it.
Exactly.
Not knowing that it didn't come from somebody else's butt. So I'm going to put this in the good ideas pile, just because you're saving paper. You're saving the toilet paper. You're not clogging a septic system up or a water treatment facility. So yeah, it's ecological. I'll put in the good ideas pile. And some people swear by them, but still I have yet to use it. So my piling may be pending depending on whether I use it or not.
Pending use of butt sprayer. Got it.
Yep. Okay. So for your second idea of massaging seat on the toilet, I'm going to put this in the ideas pile right now because it depends on the model that I get. I don't know if I'd want the vibrating one. I don't know, it'd be my favorite one. And plus, if it was like, a rolling ball or like a rolling, I don't want to be rolled off the toilet.
How would you think you're going to get rolled off? It's not a conveyor belt that we're talking about here.
You never know, depending on the massager. But yeah, I don't think I've ever really needed a butt massage.
But
I'll put in the ideas pile.
But you got to think about it. If you've never needed it, but you've never had it to know it.
I know. How about like a hand seat? We can bring back the hand seat.
The hand seat. I mean, if it has flexing fingers, maybe.
All right. Well, I think I said ideas pile for that guy. The speaker system to pump out motivating phrases. I hope nobody's ever down on themselves on the toilet. That opened up my eyes to a new set of sadness, toilet sadness.
Or maybe it's good for someone to take on the go in case they have a shy bladder, but they really got to go. Or like
Take
a shy
that into
pooper.
like a public restroom.
But you might have headphones for this one, but just to get you through it.
I'm not much of a toilet crier, but you get me in the shower on a bad day. Oh, I might need some encouragement.
See?
There's nothing wrong with, nice things to say. And then having that said to you while you're on the toilet. People live by motivational speaking. So why not toilet-based ones or digestive bowel movement-based ones? I'm going to put that in the ideas pile, leaning towards good, because there's nothing wrong with a good motivational speaking. I'll put the shower thoughts number 4, the waterproof voice recorder. Yeah, especially because Home Alone was mentioned. And if it was in the shape of a talk boy, I thought that would be really interesting. Yeah, that would be really cool. I'll put that one in the good ideas pile. The small bathroom foldable sink, fold downable sink.
Yeah.
See, if that was in like an RV setup, that would make sense. Not necessarily my in-house small bathroom, because I use the sink when I'm done using the restroom. And I don't want to have it folded down when I have to like wash my hands and then.
Well, we're talking when it's not in use. We're talking when it's in use, it should be up and usable. If we're talking when it's not in use and you want just easier movement within the bathroom itself instead of, because in my bathroom, I only have like so much room to kind of get around, and it's just easier to get in and out to one end or the other, and God forbid, if you have even smaller bathroom than I've got, like with the RV ones, you're already like scooting around and, doing like body Jenga.
All right. Well, since it's something that you can use for your own self and maybe not something that I could use because I don't necessarily need it right now. Well, in the good ideas pile, if you like it, it can be useful.
What a hell of a thing. Oh, you think it's a good idea, so I'll just give it a good idea. That's fine. That's a heck of a mentality.
It is. And then for your 6th idea of butter tube, I mean, I love the idea of butter tubes no matter where they are. But then once we start talking about the slipperiness of the floor and cracking your head on the bathtub from the splash of the butter, I feel like that would
even
definitely
better idea.
I don't know. It sounds like a bad idea, even though I really want it to be a good idea. I can't put it in the directly bad ideas pile just because it's a butter tube. So that's what I put in the ideas pile. Those are my pilings.
All right, fair enough. Well, thanks, Ajax.
Thanks, Alex.
All right, Kate, your turn. You're up. Yeah, what are your ideas?
For my first idea, I was actually inspired by my parents' Christmas gift. I got them little portable UV lights so they could UV cleanse their electronical devices, like their cell phone and doorknobs and things like that. It kills like 99.9% of bacteria or some shit like that. So I thought, well, wouldn't it kind of be nice if after you left your bathroom, you could turn on the UV light in your bathroom and then kill all the bacteria and stuff in your bathroom? So idea number one is to have big boy UV lights. Now, the thing is, you shouldn't have it on your skin or looking your eye. So you would only use it when you're outside of the bathroom. So I'm thinking a way to like prevent accidental light turning on edge is having it on the outside of the bathroom, the light switch, instead of inside the bathroom. But yeah, that's idea number one. Idea number two, I always liked seeing the bathrooms, the showers that had the shower jets on the side of the wall. And then, you get pummeled by water on all sides. But then I was thinking that's really like wasteful because you're getting water from up top and then you're getting water from all the sides. So instead of that, I was thinking maybe instead of these wall jets, you had like a wall mister, not a gentleman in the shower, but like a mister, like a misting option. So that's idea number two. Idea number three, I would like to have a smart bathroom. So my friend and ex-roommate, Heather, she once made a magic mirror out of an old monitor and a two-way mirror. And it would give her like the weather and, maybe a joke of a day and show her what was on her calendar. I thought that would be kind of cool to have in your bathroom. So like as you're getting ready for your day, you can see what you have on your schedule. You can find out what the weather is all while you're, brushing your teeth and taking your morning shower, getting ready. And then the only thing I would want to change about it is maybe make it voice activated. So you can also do other things while you're in the shower. Maybe you're reading an audiobook, or maybe you can read a book in the shower with this magic mirror, or learn a new language, or multitask. I do find myself in the shower with a lot of free time on my hands. And, I'm either singing in the shower or like random ideas pop in my head. It would be nice to have like 30 minutes a day where I can just focus on reading my next book, things like that. So idea number three, interactive smart bathroom, smart mirror. Idea number four, there is bathrooms that have heated floors, which are nice because there's nothing more upsetting than getting out of a nice hot shower and putting your foot down on an ice cold tile. But that already exists. What I want to do is something where the tub floor could actually be heated. So when you're in the shower, your feetsies could be very warm as well. And also if you're taking a bath, that would be really nice to have a hot bottom. So yeah, that's idea number four, having a tub floor that's heated. And then my last idea number five, we have hair dryers that blow our hair dry, and we have hand dryers that blow our hands dry. Why can't we have like a body dryer where we can built in like vents in our shower? So after we're done our shower, we can just press a button and then all this hot air blows and dries us off. But yeah, I think that would be really kind of nice after a nice shower, especially in the winter. Nothing's worse than getting out of a nice hot shower to an ice cold bathroom, and then you're just trying your best to stay warm in your towel, freezing your butt off. But yeah, so those are my ideas. Ajax, why don't you pile me first?
All right. So, Kate, for your first idea. So the first thing I think of when I think of a UV light is that's what you use to see stuff splashed all around your room, like questionable body fluids. And if that light is on, like you can see semen, you can see all the things that are around there. So I don't know if I want to have a UV light in my bathroom where I can then like turn off that light and be like, whoa, that's what splashed all over the room. Who missed the toilet recently?
Well, what you can do, like, once again, you're not supposed to be in the light when it's happening or looking at the light. You should, like, if you watch any of the crime shows, they always wear like special glasses because like looking into UV light's actually really bad for you. So when you leave the bathroom and you close the door, that's when you would flick this on for like 20 seconds to a minute to kill all the bacteria and stuff.
Is this like a specialized one? Just because usually like UV lights are like black lights.
I think this is more of a medical high grade light.
Because if there was a UV light that was a black light, I would want to have my bathroom decked out in like neon and like old black light posters too. I think that would look badass. I'm gonna put this in the ideas pile, leaning towards good, just because I don't know if I want to see all the body fluids like splashed all over the room. Ideas leaning towards good. So for your second idea of a wall mister, like how much spray is coming out of your wall mister?
Not a lot, just like enough to be noticeable.
What would you use it for?
For relaxation.
Ah, a relaxation mister. It would be nice on a hot day. I'll put this one in the ideas pile. I don't know if I would use it or I might forget to use it. So for your third idea of smart bathroom with the magic mirror, I think this is a good idea. I'll put this one in the good ideas pile. It'd be a great place to have a station where you can check out what's going on in the day and then you'll know what the weather is. And hey, if the smart mirror was a mirror itself, that would be beneficial. So I'll put that in the good ideas pile. For your fourth idea of heated bottom bathtub, I like the idea of having some warm buns when sitting on the bathtub. I'll put that in the good ideas pile. All right. And then for your fifth idea of body dryer, I think this would be hilarious because then you'd have all the hair flying everywhere. That's like the fast way to blow off. I just want to see this in action. And if it dries off really fast, that would be very beneficial. It takes a while for all this hair to dry off. So I'll put that in the good ideas pile. And those are my pilings.
Thanks, Ajax. Alex, why don't you pile my ideas?
I'd be happy to. All right. So for your first idea of your UV bathroom light, I put this one in the bad ideas pile because you didn't really do a good job of convincing me, mostly because it's very dangerous if you're in the light. Apparently, you can blind yourself, or it's not good. Why would you want to put something in there? Or what if accidentally something happens, you forget your dog or cat in there, and all of a sudden they're bathed in dangerous UV radiation, and something happens? What about that then? Doesn't sound too great. I don't even know if this is even real. Go straight into the bad ideas pile because either it's dangerous or it's fake. Number 2, your wall mister. I was on board until you told me it wasn't a real person. I wanted someone who would just come out of the wall and just hold on to me or spray me with water. I don't care. But a little companionship once in a while wouldn't be a bad thing. So now that you tell me that it's just a wall-mounted sprayer that just sprays water me, that's what a shower does.
So could we get a wall-mounted papoose with Alan in there, and then he's just stationed in the bath or in the shower?
Absolutely, with a little squirt bottle. That's fine with me. Again, papooses, Allens. I can't say no to any of those. But that's not the idea you gave.
Alan can come behind for a nice cuddle or something.
And then a cuddle,
and then
he carries me out of the shower when I'm done.
He puts you in the papoose with him.
Yes, exactly.
And then he dries you off so gently.
Exactly. That would be amazing. It's like a dream come true. That would be a great idea. That would be a go in the good ideas pile. But since your idea did not involve any of those things, it's in the bad ideas pile. So number 3, your smart bathroom mirror. I put this one in the idea going towards good because I see this definitely something where people that spend a lot of time in the bathroom getting ready in the morning could find it very useful. I mean, I spend little to no time after I'm out of the shower getting ready because I'm a guy and I don't have a lot of hair on the top of my head. I don't spend a lot of time in front of the mirror. But for someone that does, it's actually probably would be pretty handy. So again, it's definitely not a bad idea whatsoever. And a more of a commercially available one versus like just a random put together one like your ex-roommate had. I could definitely see some utility to it. And especially the voice activated stuff, I like even more. because you could tell your Alexa that might be integrated into it, or your Google or whatever, what you want, and just have that, especially if they get like the non-fogging glass on it. But yeah, other than that, pretty good idea. Not going to lie. Number 4, your heated tub floor. I didn't know how to feel about this one because I've never gotten into a tub that's ever been that cold. Like my feet have never been cold when I step into a tub or a shower, especially if I started the water running to get it up to temperature first. So I really just didn't, because usually by then the tub floor is already fairly warm. I like the idea of the heated bathroom floor itself rather than the tub more than I like this idea. But if it's something where there's people out there that have very cold showers for some reason, like if they're marble and they stay colder longer, okay, that's fine. But it's just not a problem I've never really had myself, ever. But if that's a problem that people have, absolutely, then it sounds like an okay idea. But for me, just go in the ideas pile. I just don't see a lot of utility for it. And your last idea of the body dryer. This one immediately goes in the good ideas pile because it was in Austin Powers. Because when he got out of...
It was. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, of course, this is a good idea. It's utilitarian, less laundry to do. And supposedly, according to all those little signs on the hand dryers that are in bathrooms, it dries you better than paper towels do. So maybe it dries you better than normal towels do. And I'm all for that because towels never seem to dry well enough. So yeah. So that one's going to good ideas pile.
Thank you, Alex, for your pilings.
You're welcome, Kate.
Last but not least, Ajax, why don't you give us your ideas?
Why sweetenly. So for my first idea comes to people that spend a lot of time in a multi-person household. If there's only one bathroom that everybody has to use, it's always kind of awkward if somebody's using the shower and you really got to go to the bathroom. And it's kind of awkward when there are people coming in to use the bathroom when you're in the shower because you don't want somebody sitting there, look at somebody taking a urination. So for my first idea is a potty shade. So if you're sitting on the toilet, you can put the shade down and it will completely hide yourself from view from somebody who would be in the shower. So the potty shade for my first idea. For my second idea, there seems to always be a lot of steam that is made during my showers because they're always uber hot. I would like to have a steam harvester, which could also be a moisture operated exhaust fan that could automatically kick on and suck out the hot, moist air and blow in warm, drier air. The second portion of that idea was from Rob. So his idea was the moisture operated exhaust fan, but I wanted to combine it with my steam harvester because there's a lot of water that comes through on the walls, on the mirrors, on all the parts of the bathroom. We could reuse that. It's in the air, reuse that moist air. Steam harvester. For my third idea, I would like a voice activated temperature control system in the shower. Like I don't want to have to turn the knob to get the knob dialed in to have the exact right temperature because sometimes it takes a lot of work to play with that. I want to relax in the shower. I'm kind of lazy. I don't want to have to turn the knob. I would rather have just a warmer, colder, warmer, and find the perfect temperature. It would be even better if the water came out the preferred temperature the first time that you turn on the shower too, because you always have that little instance of, oh my God, it's freaking freezing, and then it will warm up. I would like to have an optionary where you can set your water temperature prior to. For my fourth idea, I would like a standing foot scrubber while you're in the shower, a portion of the bathtub or whatever. You can have just on the floor, a foot scrubber sort of modeled after a boot brush that you have before you go into a building, but with a little bit softer bristles and just a nice scrubbing pad to get your foot clean because I am also lazy in the shower and I don't want to bend over and wash my feet. It takes a lot. You got to lean against the wall or find a place to sit if you want to wash your feet appropriately or kneel down. I want to have a standing foot scrubber so you can just rub your foot on the bottom of it and have nice clean feet afterwards. For my fifth idea, I want a mirror that can be extendable so that you can use it that is attached to the shower wall, and you can pull out a mirror. I like the idea of the anti-fog glass. That sounds like a really great thing because a lot of times that would make a mirror practically unusable if it's all fogged up. So but I want it to extend from the wall and you can hold it at any angle. So you can use it while you're shaving your legs in case you missed the spot. You can do the check there. You can check your body for, ticks if you came in from the wild. So then, yeah, I would like to have a mirror that is extendable and that you can actually use it like shaving purposes. So it can hold a razor onto it too, because a lot of times I have my razor on a shelf and I'm always knocking it off. I'd like to have it clipped into this mirror. For my sixth idea, I would like a shower head that is made out of multiple shower heads that you can angle in any sort of way. So you can have a shower coming from multiple directions. When you have a typical shower, it's facing one direction. So you sort of have to rotisserie yourself. If you want to do your back, you want to do your front. So I would like a multi-shower head so you can get it from all different angles. That's what she said. For my seventh idea, I would like a shower fridge, specifically for shower beer, because sometimes you think about a shower beer, but like you have to go to the fridge in the kitchen. But if you have them already next to you in a shower fridge, that would be sweet. So seventh idea, shower fridge. And those are my ideas.
Thanks, Ajax, for your ideas. Alex, why don't you pile Ajax's ideas first?
All right. So for your first idea of the potty shade, I put this one in the ideas going towards bad because I hate ever having someone else in the bathroom, whether I'm showering or going to the bathroom. To me, the bathroom is this personal time for yourself and only for you. Like if you have one of those bathrooms where you've got like the toilet and the shower separate, and then you have the sinks elsewhere, sink area is fine. Sink area, you can be commingling, whatever. But the bathroom and the toilet and the shower, those are my times. I don't want someone pooping while I'm taking a shower. And
I know. It's the worst.
It's the worst.
It's the worst. I used to have to, when I was growing up, I would be taking a bath. And then one of my parents had to go to the bathroom and then,
I always made sure to get up early so I could always get the shower first so that my mother didn't get in there and then take 2 hours to do stuff because I refused to go in there. But they were like, oh, why'd you lock the door? It's like, I'm locking the door because I don't want you in there, you goddamn weirdos. So I specifically changed my lifestyle to fit the one bathroom for 4 people needs. So I'm only reason I'm putting this idea is going toward bad because I don't want people in the bathroom at all. So the potty shade is not useful for me. But for people that have no choice but to do this, then yes, it can have its utility. Or God forbid someone goes and you're in the shower and you're just like finished, but you're sitting there in the cold while they're like, oh, I gotta finish my hair or something like that. No, you don't. Get out. Go do it in the kitchen sink, you weirdo. So yeah, that's the only reason I could do ideas going towards bad, just because no one should be in the bathroom with you ever. It's just weird. Your steam harvesting fan. All I can think of is what a normal fan that's in there does, but I guess the harvesting part is what I didn't understand. Like, where would the water go if you're harvesting it?
Some sort of.
Like, is it going into a rain barrel or something?
You just go into a water a condenser, and then you can use it again.
Well, it's already usually condensing if you're blowing it through the thing. It'll condense on the way because it's going out of the hot room. It'll condense on the inside of the tube. Which my more concern with that is that unless it has it where it's at an angle at all times going outside, it's going to build up mold on the inside because it's going to be constantly have moisture, blowing hot air through and stuff like that. So I'm just worried about mold buildup. I put this in the ideas though, because in areas with less, water, maybe any form of water conservation is a good thing. I'm not going to say no to that. It feels like it also could be a hotbed for disease or for mold growth, which is bad for any household. So that does worry me.
I was trying to get the mold out of the bathroom.
Yeah. Well, the problem is you're just putting it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And actually could be concentrating it even more. For your third idea, the voice activated shower, this is 100% a good idea. Once you said, I like to be lazy, anything that helps me be lazier And not to mention, the idea itself is very good, like just simple commands, warmer, colder, and even having the memorizing like the specific temperatures, 100% fine with that. I think that's a great idea. So the standing foot scrubber. Yeah, this is a bad idea. This already exists. I don't know what you're talking about. There's tons of these out there. It's not even original. I mean, come on, you got to come up with some original ideas once in a while. Or
I don't go on the internet that often.
I only looked it up while you were talking. I didn't know it existed anyway, but it seemed like something that someone would do. And they indeed do multiple versions of it, all different types. So yeah, bad idea because, keep it original there, would you?
Fine.
All right. With the extendable mirror idea, I was curious, is it like one of those ones where it like almost like a barbershop mirror?
See, I was thinking about that,
sure.
that there would be like I was thinking about a couple different models because like one, you can just have a mirror that you can move around that you don't even have to hold and you can use that.
Yeah.
Or there could be one with like a setup with a dish that you can like, hold by your face and use to shave or use it to
because
wash.
I've seen like those kind of showers that have like the metal arm with the round mirror on that, which you can move around. I mean, it's usually just like the same ones you would have, like you could have the same setup on like a makeup desk or something like that. So I just wasn't sure how it was a little bit different from those. Besides,
so it's probably something else that already exists already.
I know I didn't look up that one. Just saying, it might not. So I have to give you the benefit of the doubt because I didn't find proof otherwise. But for people that do shave in the shower and stuff like that, or do things like that, yeah, it could be helpful. So I'm going to put it in the ideas pile because it's not a bad idea, but I don't know how much utility a lot of people will get out of it. So yeah, ideas pile. The next one idea I like to call your octopus shower head.
I wrote that down.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I mean, this is like one of those things where if you could make it so it had enough, because there are showers out there that have multiple shower heads, and the hard part is keeping the water pressure.
Yeah, I was like, you can probably use like the same amount of water, but then just like have a finer.
That's what it would become.
It's plumbing.
It's a big plumbing thing because it's usually the water pressure is the biggest thing because usually these have like a big wall unit if you have more than like 2 shower heads. I mean, if you could get it to work, yeah, that'd be great. The commercials always have that kind of stuff, but yeah, that'd be amazing. That's 100% good idea for me. And your last idea of the shower fridge, yeah, this is a bad idea. What the hell is wrong with you? Drinking and eating in the shower. Who would eat or drink it in the bathroom in the first place? That's just weird. Ryan, the bad ideas, pal. How could you even think that? Those my pals.
Thanks, Alex. Kate, would you like to pile my ideas?
Sure, I will. For your first idea, the privacy shade or the potty shade, it's an idea, but I feel like the shower curtain would be enough of a barrier so you wouldn't have to look at the other person. So, idea. Steam harvester. I like the replacing with hot, dry air, but I had the same concerns with Alex about mold buildup. So, I'm going to put this in ideas pile pending an engineer. Voice activated control, temperature control. I like this idea for people who maybe have the inability to use their hands to like adjust knobs and things like that. But like I have my shower knob down to a science. Like I know to turn it all the way to hot and then like it's almost muscle memory on exactly where the knob's supposed to be for the right temperature. I'm going to put this in the ideas pile leaning towards good. To me, playing with knobs isn't that difficult or that big of a hardship. So I went and purchased this myself. Standing foot scrubber. I like this idea because I definitely do not exfoliate my feet as much as I should. And I feel like having a stiffer brush to not only wash it, but to like get some of that dead skin off would be good, especially if it was in the tub already. Secured somehow very safely. And yeah, I would totally use that. So that's going in the good ideas pile. Extendable mirror at any angle. I like this idea simply because I don't have a lot of mirrors. So when I get into an outfit and I want to like check to see how the back of it looks, it's really hard for me to like get a good angle. So this would make it a lot easier for me to get a better angle. So yeah, I would put that in the good idea pile. The multi-shower head. I like this idea, but once again, as Alex said, I would be concerned about water pressure. So if we could get a plumber or an engineer to figure that out, I would totally be on board with this. So idea leaning towards good pending on engineer. And then the shower refrigerator for shower beer. I'm going to put this in the ideas pile. I find that when I'm having a really bad day, I don't forget the beer in the shower. And if I'm in the shower and I forgot the beer, then maybe a shower beer really wasn't in the cards for me. So yeah, I'm going to stick this in a hard ideas pile. But yeah, those were my filings.
Thanks, Kate.
Thank you, Ajax. And speaking of thanks, we should thank our listeners.
Thank you for coming out and listening to us today. Thanks for pushing that button.
Yes, and thank you very much for supporting the Butter Tube. You know, every one of you supporting the Butter Tube is always appreciated and truly welcome by all of us here. So thank you.
Thank you for listening. If you want to listen to more episodes of Ideas All Day, you can find us on Spotify, iTunes, Pandora, Stitcher, Anchor, any other podcasting platform. If you're listening to a podcasting platform that does not feature Ideas All Day, please let us know by emailing us at ideasaldaypodcast@gmail.com. We have a Facebook page. We have a YouTube channel with playlist, and we also have an Instagram at Ideas All Day Podcast. But yeah, thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Scrub-a-dub-dub.